to hand deliver it to you. First ever TRL appearance. Give it up for Plies.
Great crowd. I know, it's loud, right?
Well, first of all, we got to talk. Shorty featuring T-Pain, of course, the #1 record in the country, and everyone recruits T-Pain. Everyone recruits T-Pain if they want a hit. You know, he's tested, he's tried, he's proven and whatnot, but he really stepped it up for this track. And I'm wondering, you know, you got this here, the Interstate Florida 75. You got the Florida license plate. Is that because of the Florida connection with T-Pain?
Yeah.
Is that how you guys?
Like I told you backstage, is what I call a stupid investment. So I think I kind of learned from this right here. But for me, it was a pleasure, man, and it was a blessing to have the opportunity to work with Payne. It's a person that I followed for a long time. Payne had a real big underground situation before he got his first national look. So for me, both of us to be two Floridians, man, it was a true blessing to get in the studio and come out with a great record.
Completely. And now the Real Testament, it's in stores. It debuted at #2 on the charts. Congratulations to that. People are, make sure it quiets down, but people are comparing your music a lot to Tupac because you take a very journalistic approach to your music, which is a really, I mean, that's a huge compliment right there. How do you feel about being compared to Tupac?
It's always good, man. Anytime you had the opportunity to be compared and put in the same lane as a legend such as Tupac, it's a true testament not only to myself, but I got a lot of good people around me. And one thing I never do is allow myself to be the artist that feels itself too much. So for me, it's important, man, to always stay at an even keel, never get too high, never get too low, but also to continue to make music that's true to who I am as a person. And I feel like it's too many major issues in the world that I can be talking about and addressing and to follow the trends of hip-hop. So I just try to make music that's true to me, man. At the end of the day, if it's good enough, it's cool. If it's not, at least I stay true to myself.
Well, you've made Hypnotize the video with Akon. And this wasn't your first time working with Akon. I know you're supposed to be on I Want to Love You, that track. There were some extenuating circumstances which happened. You weren't able to do it. But how excited were you to get back with Akon and do another song?
It's great, man. I tell people all the time, man, every time I wake up in the morning, my main goal is to be the best father I can be, man. I think it's more important than to get caught up in a lot of the things that this music business can pull you and lure you into directions that are not always positive. And for me, man, to wake up every morning, music is only a small part of my life. But to have the opportunity to work with a T-Pain or an Akon, it was a true blessing, man. And I tell them all the time they helped change my life. And like I told you backstage, I wish I was able to do it before I answered your first question. But I've been a fan of your situation for a while, and I just want to make sure I tell you that.
Oh, wow. Cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's very nice. Well, let's check out the new video here. Plies and Akon and Hypnotize on TRL.
Hey, what's happening, homie? What's happening? This your little woe Plies, man. Plies. I ran across a nice little baby the other day.
Me spend that cash. You got me so hypnotized. The way your body rolls round and round. Keep on coming.
Plies and Akon, Hypnotize. Streaming online right now at trl.mtv.com. A lot of beautiful ladies in that video right there. That is a dream come true right there. But I know Akon has like 4 wives right now or something, so that's got to make things a little easier for you on set with the girls running around.
I think it's always good. I think that's one of the best creations God has ever made was the
woman.
The woman, yeah.
I know you were also involved creatively, too, with the process of that video, so take us through that a little bit. What was your vision?
For me, man, I try to stay as hands-on as possible. One thing I never allow, or try not to allow anyway, is to get pulled in another direction that's not a reflection of who I am as a person. So for me, it was a great opportunity. Me and my point person, Deani, we played around this concept for a while, man, and directed the video, Gil Green. I feel like we came up with a real, not only a strong project and a strong video, but I think the concept of the video is really what I was looking for, and I think we touched on it pretty good.
Terrific, very nice. Well,
pick up the Real Testament. It's in stores now. Plies, thanks for hanging, man. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nice. We'll take a break. TRL getting back after this. We'll have a new video from Fergie, and we got the latest on the mugshot madness, sweep of the nation.
Both T.I. and Britney are in trouble, but we got the details on it.
Vienen los premios, October 18th at 10 p.m. on MTV3.
Turn my toes and I think my nose wherever it goes.
Whoa, Colby Calais, number 6. Bubbly. jumping closer to the top 5 on her second countdown day. I like her voice. Well, MTV has put together another episode of Hello, My Name Is, the online show that reveals the true story behind the names of your favorite artists. This time, you're going to find out how Fall Out Boy got their name. I still hear Kobe Calais going, it's funny. Here's a taste of Hello, My Name Is, Fall Out Boy. Enjoy.
Okay, so the way we ended up getting our name was we were playing a show, one of like our first few shows without a name.
And we were the worst band ever, that needs to be said.
And we kind of asked the crowd, and by crowd I mean like 4 people, what our name should be, and someone shouted out, Fall Out Boy.
The reference is to a character on The Simpsons, Fall Out Boy, who's Radioactive Man's sidekick.
I don't think it was so much us liking it as much it was us getting booked under that name thereafter. And that has been the name ever since.
We think it's a bad band name, actually.
Never got around to changing it.
That was from Hello, My Name Is Fall Out Boy. For us to see the whole thing, TRL.mtv.com. In a minute, we'll bring you news on a pair of jailbirds, T.I. and Britney. For now, Patrick Stumpin' the guys. Fall Out Boy, number 5, Me and You.
Every last time I come home, I take my last chance to
Number 5, the latest from Fall Out Boy, that is Me and You. John Norris here with your MTV News. And as Damien called it, today's news is mugshot madness. That's right, a few legal stories for you. Leading off, as usual, with more from Britney Spears. Just last night, Britney turned herself into LA area police to be booked on a couple of minor traffic charges stemming from an August parking lot hit and run. Now, Britney is scheduled to be arraigned on October 25th in Van Nuys, California Superior Court. One of the charges that she has to answer to is driving without a California driver's license, something hopefully which will not happen again since Brit finally got her license just a few weeks ago. Now, meantime, yesterday we told you about T.I.'s arrest down in Atlanta on weapons charges. Well, the rapper appeared in court on Monday to answer those charges, and now he could face 10 years in prison for allegedly having his bodyguard buy him illegal machine guns and silencers. T.I. was arrested on Saturday while trying to accept delivery of those weapons in an Atlanta parking lot. Afterwards, federal agents found more weapons in his suburban home. A hearing is scheduled for this Friday when T.I. will find out if he will qualify for bond. Yes, he is still behind bars, and if he's held in prison until trial, that could be a months-long wait. Yesterday, we also told you about Diddy's alleged involvement in a New York City brawl on Saturday. Well, today, Diddy and his legal team are saying that they expect the whole matter to reach a calm, litigation-free resolution. In a statement released this morning, Diddy's lawyer says that contrary to recent media reports, Diddy will not be turning himself into police today. The statement goes on to say that the incident was, quote, a disagreement among acquaintances and not a criminal assault. Diddy's camp also denying reports that the argument was over a woman. No doubt there will be more to come on this one in the days ahead. And finally, to someone who's got to be feeling pretty good these days, author J.K. Rowling, whose 7 Harry Potter novels, of course, have smashed publishing records and delighted readers all over the world. Well, she kicked off a U.S. book tour yesterday in L.A. Rowling took questions from the press, read to 1,600 school kids, and signed copies of her final Potter book, The Deathly Hallows. Now, if you missed her in L.A., Rowling's tour will also make scheduled stops in New Orleans and New York. All right, that is your news for now. It's time for some commercials, and on the other side, we've got the latest video from Fergie. TRL is coming right back, so keep it right here.
Breathe to the MTV beat with MTV Yoga. Join host Lori from The Real World Back to New York and instructor Kristen McGee as they lead you through MTV's first ever yoga workout. Set to the pulsing beats of BT. The DVD includes special features not found anywhere else. MTV Yoga, available exclusively on VHS and DVD.
Welcome back to Times Square. Damien here. Hey, in just a minute, bringing you a brand new video from Fergie. We keep the countdown going right now, however. Number 4, Rihanna and Neo, Hate That I Love You.
I can't stand how much I need you. I need you. And I hate how much I need you.
Rihanna, Neo, Hate That I Love You, and everyone's singing along right here. It's a beautiful moment. I'm enjoying it. We move on from One beautiful woman to another. Fergie's album, The Dutch... enough with the clapping, seriously. I'm just kidding. You guys can keep going if you want. Fergie's album, The Duchess, has already sold 2.7 million copies for her latest video. She actually hired a pair of great directors. Mark Webb, who's worked with the Pussycat Dolls and Diddy, and Rich Lee, who actually directed Chameleonaire. That's a cool video. I like Chameleonaire's video. Video about Fergie falling head over heels in love, quite literally. Here's Clumsy. Enjoy. It's a cool video. Fergie, Clumsy, TRL.mtv.com. You can see that one again. I've never really seen a video like that. That's cool. We'll step aside. A quick break. More TRL on the way, including today's top 3 videos. Keep it here. TRL back in a second. Back to New York City, Damien here. Hey, before the break, brought you the latest video from Fergie. We'll get back to the countdown soon. First, let's talk about a cool way for you actually to get involved in TRL. If you see a funny video online, makes you laugh, impresses you in some way, share the love. Email us, TRL@mtv.com. We'll give you a shout out personally on the air. Back to the music, Paramore at number 3. Here's Misery Business. Misery Business. That is actually the performance from last week, right here on the stage. They jumped up there and played that one. Kid Rock was here in a week packed with guests, too. While he was here, we played that R. Kelly video that features him, too. Kid Rock and R. Kelly in the same video. That's a wild concept right there. It has not cracked the top 10 just yet, but we are going to give you another look right now. R. Kelly, Ludacris, and Kid Rock. Here's Rockstar. That's the stamina action. I'm a rock star. Check the crowd reaction. I'm like, hey, it's a rock star, baby. Don't look like that, you must be a rock star, baby. R. Kelly, Ludacris, Kid Rock, Rockstar. That video is streaming as we speak at TRL.mtv.com. We'll take one last break. When TRL returns, bring you today's top video. Top 2 videos, actually. It came down to Chris Brown versus Ashley Tisdale. The winners coming up next. Moving like that. Maybe I can see us touching like that. Maybe I can see us kissing like that. Welcome back. You watching number 2, Chris Brown, Kiss Kiss. Few both shy from landing at number 1 for the very first time. A great audience today. You guys have been a fantastic audience, by the way, today. And usually Tuesday's audience is not that good. We got a great one in here today. Before we move on, we got another present for the audience as well. All you guys in here are going to get hooked up. Who in here likes Shia LaBeouf? Raise your hand if you like Shia LaBeouf. This summer, Blockbuster Transformers out on DVD today. Right now, everyone is going to go home with a copy. So congratulations to you guys. Let's bring them on out here. Yeah, bring them on out. Enjoy the movie. And we'll get to our top video of the day. In the meantime, while we're handing out the DVDs, it's Ashley Tisdale, number 1. He Said, She Said on TRL.
Boy, walking the spot, he's so fresh. He got what he needs, impressing. Just look at the way that he dressing. Ain't no question. Chicks like, oh, girl walking the spot, she stopped traffic. You're gonna like it. You're gonna want it. You're gonna like it.
Ashley Tisdale, number 1. He Said, She Said. Hit the top for the second day in a row to kick off the week. She's on next Monday, by the way, on TRL. Hope you had fun today. Thanks to Plies for stopping by. Nice guy. Tune in tomorrow. Vanessa Carlton is here with a new video. Bringing with us some Casting and Swizz Beats. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for caring. Bye.